Hey folks, it's Kathleen at BookBrush with a fun think outside of the box graphics idea. Are you ready? Put your book in a snow globe. It's super easy to do. Now, this video is a little bit longer because I got carried away and I did 4 examples. But jump in and take a look and see if you want to give it a try. Here in the Custom Creator, the first thing you'll do is go on the left to the background step, and you can search millions of free images. These source from Pixabay. And you can scroll through and just see the different options. You can also click these 3 little dots here to hyperlink to the license and source if you want to verify any of the details. I'm going to start with this one. It's nice and simple. You can see if we use the eye icon on the lower right side that it actually is outside the area. So we will just resize a little bit here. And then we can also adjust the background itself with a color. I'm going to do color picker here and try this color. Then go to book template on the left and choose what type of book you want. We'll go with physical book here and bring in your book cover. I'm double clicking. You can resize then with the slider here on the left, or you can hold the shift key and that will resize, keeping it in proportion. And there you have it. Kind of a cool look, putting your book cover in a snow globe. Let's do some more examples. Searching for a different background this time. Back to book template. We could choose a phone if we want to. Bring that in, and you could make the background larger if you wanted your snow globe larger. Centering tools might be fun here. On the lower right, you can toggle the grid lines and then centering tools. And you probably know if you click right above, you can change the color so it's easier to see. You can line those things up in there. And then when you're resizing your book, it will have centering tools that pop up too and makes it a little easier to make sure that you have it right in the center. Turn those back off on the lower right corner. 1 click for grid lines, 1 click for centering tools, 3rd click turns those off. Let's do another one. For this example, for my search, I have added horse. So we have snow globe horse. That gives us some that are not necessarily as Christmassy, but give you some different options. So let me click and put this in the workspace. Now this one was more of a vertical size image here. I'm going to use the eye icon so we can see what's inside and outside. And we'll resize that, put it in here. Come over on the left for book template. We'll choose a physical book. Bring that in, and you can either make your snow globe larger or your book smaller. And then what are we going to do over here on the side? We're going to go to background, edit background, and choose a color. I'm going to choose the color picker here. So click here. I'm in Chrome. Click the eyedropper and bring it in here. Maybe you want to match this color in the horse. Now we have that. Turning this back off. We will add a text box on the left. Add the author's name. So I made it larger. I'm going to double click and do a couple things here on the left. I'm going to center it in the box, and you can use these 2 capital T's to change it to all caps. And then prepare to be amazed. Rotate to the nearest 45, this little button here. Rotate, 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 rotate. And one more. And now you have kind of a cool vertical look here. This is not Christmassy necessarily. It's just a cool way to show your book. So I wanted to do a cowboy version here, and we put this off to the side so that way we could add a text box here. And let's do one more example. When I was doing the search, I also saw some colorful options. So I have Snow Globe Colorful in here. And there's some neat options here. You can add that in. Of course, you may want the eye icon so you can see inside and outside there. Book template on the left. And just for fun, we're going to do a multi-device that has several of the books together. Grab that. Grab a cool book cover. To bring that in, again, I'm going to double click and resize either with the slider or hold shift, and we can set that in the bottom of the snow globe. Now, I know we've talked about glow ups before, So if you wanted to highlight this a little more, you could go to Elements here on the left. Choose one of these shapes, something like this. We can make it a little bit larger here. We'll make it white or a fairly light color. Send it behind. Move it up just a little bit. Blur the whole thing. And even add a little transparency. Now you've got a cool little glow there. Idea number 2, we'll delete that. Take your snow globe background, come over here on the left to filters, and choose black and white. Then what pops right here are your beautiful book covers. So today's edition of Thinking Outside the Box with a Snow Globe, maybe we'll give you some fun ideas. If you create something, put it in our Facebook group so we can see what you designed.